Thanks for joining me for this short yoga practice for Christians over 50. We're going to lead up to our peak pose of mild thing or kneeling wild thing. It's a beautiful pose that looks like this, but we'll do a slightly modified version on our knees. So let's begin by a breath technique that is going to help us center in and invite the Lord to be with us here in our practice. It's called Yahweh Breath. So maybe close your eyes and just listen to my voice for a few moments. Start by inhaling through your nose, nice and deep. And exhaling through your nose. Each time we inhale, we send the breath to our belly. And then exhale all the air out. Now open your mouth slightly and breathe the name of the Lord, Yahweh, like this. Again. One more time. And then come back to your normal breath, in through the nose. And out through the nose. Notice how you feel. Now we'll come to tabletop position. You may want to pad your knees, which is fine with just a blanket or a towel under your knees. Tabletop position, your hips right over your knees and your shoulders right over your wrists. We'll move into cat-cow to warm up our spine. So exhale everything out as you round your spine up. And then inhale, looking up. Heart down. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. One more time. And cow. And then come back to a neutral spine. Maybe widen your knees out a little bit. Let your toes come to touch behind you and sink your hips back to child's pose. Reaching forward, bring your forehead all the way down to the mat if possible. And just breathe a couple of times. Let your body melt into the mat. Then rise back up to tabletop. Curl your toes under and we'll move into our first downward facing dog. Take it easy as you raise your hips. Keep a little bend in your knees. Just try to work your heart a little closer to your thighs. Maybe raise up on your toes and down, pressing your heels towards the mat a few times, or 1 foot at a time. Now walk forward. I'm going to move my blanket off and raise up. Top of the mat. We'll go through a gentle version of sun salutations that I usually put to the Lord's Prayer. So standing in mountain pose, inhale and sweep your hands up over your head. Look up, bring your palms to touch. Exhale as you fold forward, keeping a bend in your knees, come all the way down. Inhale, raise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Then take a big step back with your right foot. And lower your knee, point your toe, and raise up for a low lunge. Plant your hands, curl your toe under. Hello, Oliver. And step back to plank. You're going to make this interesting for me, aren't you? Lower your knees, lower your chest, and come all the way down to your belly. Hands by your chest, point your toes, engage through your legs. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale back down. Curl your toes under, push up to tabletop, and raise your hips to downward facing dog. Take a few moments here, and breaths. Oliver, you're not really helping, honey. Then we're gonna step forward with our right leg, maybe raise it up, and step as far forward as you can. And lower your left knee down, point your toe, raise up for a low lunge on this side. Plant your hands again, curl your toe under, step forward. So we're in our halfway lift. And then slowly sweep your hands up as you rise. Bring your palms to touch. And I bring my forehead, or my thumbs to my forehead, and to my chest or heart, and back down to mountain pose. I'm going to do that one more time. The only change is we're stepping back and forward with our left leg. So sweep hands up, big stretch, look up, little back bend, forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with your left foot. Big step. Lower your left knee. Point your left toe back. And come up and stretch. Plant your hands again. Curl the toe under. Step back to plank. Lower your knees. Lower your chest. Slide forward all the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back down. Push up to tabletop and then raise up to downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And then step forward with the left foot. Get it up there however you need to. Lower your right knee down and come up and stretch. Plant your hands again, curl the toe under, step forward. Sweep hands up as we rise. Palms touch, thumbs to forehead and to heart, and back down to mountain pose. Well done. Now we'll move back to tabletop. And I told you that I was going to show you how to do that wild thing or kneeling wild thing pose. So we'll start by moving into a modified side plank. So my right hand is kind of in the middle of the mat. My right foot, I'm going to take the foot off the mat. So I have a nice stable base. Left leg straightened to the foot of your mat. And then I'm peeling my hand up to the sky. Just pushing up out of that straight arm. Now you can stay here, or if you want to make it a little harder, you can raise your leg and balance. Modified side plank. All right, here comes that wild thing pose. I'm going to put the leg back down, still balancing on this wrist, and my hip is to the ceiling. Your foot comes back a little farther, off the mat probably. I'm going to plant my foot, and I'm starting to roll my heart towards the sky, towards the ceiling, and then raise their hand back up. Maybe bring it over your head, and you are in kneeling wild thing. All right, unwind back to tabletop. Got to do it on the other side as well. I'll turn around, you don't have to, but I want you to be able to see on the other side. We'll start with that modified side plank again. So my left foot is off of the mat. Left hand to the middle of the mat. Right foot straightens out, keeping the toe down. Coming to the side, you can keep your arm down like this or raise it up. Stay here or raise the foot and balance. Flex your foot and breathe. All right, well done. Lower your foot. Take it to the back a little bit more. Plant the foot so the whole foot is down. I'm going to swivel this leg over a little bit more. Start to bring my chest toward the sky. Reach over my head. Maybe look up. And it's a bit of a back bend. And then unwind. Come back around to tabletop. And that concludes our short practice today. Thank you for joining me. And if you liked this practice, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.